What is up, my beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. Now, this video is going to be an exciting one. It's going to be a pretty big DIY project. As you see by the title, if you watched the last video, you know what I said. Today, we are going to be building a drawer system in the bed of my truck. This is something that a lot of overlanders and off-roaders do, usually a lot higher quality than what I'm going to be doing. But I wanted to make this as budget as possible. I bought as little things as possible. I spent a grand total of $350 on all the material. Paint, brushes, screws, lumber. That's basically it. Oh, and indoor-outdoor carpet, $350. The most expensive part was the plywood. Before they added the 3 sheets of plywood that I got, it was only $177. Okay? After the plywood was added, that were $50 each. Then it jumped up to like $330 and then tax $350. Now this is still a quarter of a price of that one system, which I'm not bashing on that one system. That one system is great, and I promise you, if I actually did have the money to buy that, I absolutely would. It has been proven to be a really good, really cool thing. I've seen tons of like people at my job, they have them. I just don't have the money to drop that, so I'm spending a quarter of the price on, I guess you could say, like a quarter of the quality. It's fine though. But thank you to Bryce for coming with me to Home Depot and helping me lug around all the material and bringing it here. As you see, the wood is in his truck. It's also very early. As you can see, it's daytime. It is only 6. Which, yes, it is still really bright out for being 6 p.m. But that's not what I'm annoyed about. As you can see already, I'm sweating. I will tell you what the temperature is right now. 93 degrees. Can you believe that? 93 degrees. And it's 6 p.m. As you see, I got my canopy set up. I bought a new one. Let's see, the last one that I had, which you guys saw when we all went to Corbett, that small blue one, it broke. My parents used the cover as like some sort of tarp, and it ripped like crazy. So I bought this one that's a lot bigger, a lot higher quality. And now, let me go ahead and explain the project. So here's all my stuff out. This was all inside the bed of the truck. Now the bed of the truck's empty. Like, I forgot how big this truck bed actually is. But basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having 2x8, 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 2x8 along the back, 3/4 inch plywood on top, and then the drawers are going to be made out of half-inch plywood. And we're just going to make drawers that can slide on the plastic, to slide in and out. Now, like I said, I'm trying to make this as cheap as possible. So, no wheels, no casters, no drawer slides. In the future, maybe. We'll see. But for now, this is how we're gonna do it. But yeah, it's gonna basically go right to the top of the wheel wells. So I still have a decent amount. So I'll be able to put stuff in here and have the bed cover closed. But like I said, it's gonna fit in between the wheel wells. Now, I am considering that in the future we do expand this a lot, because that's a cool thing about DIY stuff. You can make it however you want. So nothing's gonna be filled in between here yet, between the wheel wells and the wall. So in the future I can add stuff there if I really want to. I'll still have access to my little D-rings when I want to, put stuff on top. But yeah, I guess now let's do a time lapse of me measuring everything, getting everything measured twice, cut once. We're gonna measure like 3-4 times because I do not want to go back and buy all this stuff. But yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, a quick disclaimer before anyone says anything about the price. No, I did not include the price of the tools that I own. I own drills, drivers, impact wrenches, circular saw, sawzall. I own a decent amount of power tools already that's perfect for DIYers. Now, obviously, if you don't have any tools it's gonna cost a lot more, but the tools are also kind of an investment if you use them often enough, like how I do. So that's why I did not include the tools in the prices. If I included the tools in the prices, I might as well could have just bought the deck system. Their tools are expensive, and so is lumber. But that's not included. That's why it's so cheap. But I'm gonna go ahead and start measuring and making sure we got everything good. Okay, so measured a little bit. We are going to be doing it 72 inches long, so 6 feet. I have a 6.5 foot bed, and then where I'm going to be doing it is 48 inches. The plywood is 48 inches wide, 4 feet, and the amount of room I have is 47.5, 48 basically. So we're basically not going to be cutting that top 3/4 bits. We're just going to throw it on, shorten it so it fits. That's it. But 6 feet long, 2x8s, and then 2x8 in the back, plywood on top, and then we will decide how we're gonna make these cabinets. Alright, so we have cut one of the main pieces, and then the back piece, which off-centered a little bit. Basically, this is what it's gonna look like. And then this middle piece, one more against the wheel wells. We're gonna have all this space for drawer room. Now, my only concern right now is it look-key might be a little too short, but we will not tell until we put everything together, which I mean, I already tell it's probably a little too short. But we're gonna make it work for now. Maybe in the future, I'll throw some stuff under these to raise the whole thing up a little bit. But for now, we're looking pretty good. I mean, this is scrap right here, so I can just cut out some pieces and stack them, but wouldn't be ideal. Maybe at the end, we'll see. But that's basically what it's gonna look like. 2 drawers. There is sawdust everywhere, but let's go ahead and cut more pieces. All right, now you guys can see the vision more. Now this, of course, isn't up straight, but now you guys can see the vision. This is what the drawers are gonna look like. Now, like I said, I don't have a lot of height, but god dang do I have depth. These are probably 5 feet 8 inches of space, maybe a little more, I don't know. I'll measure it later, but it's gonna be like this, and then 3/4 inch plywood right on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess screw this all together. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Ah, guys, we messed up. We forgot something. Ah. The screws we bought are just as wide as one 2x8, so I can't screw 2 2x8s together. It's the same width. I called Bryce and he's like, I'm tweaking, but he's gonna start tweaking once he gets out here. Oh no. Oh. it's not a royal shift project if something didn't go wrong. Alright, bro. Hello, John. Alright, bro. Come. Go ahead. What? Grab a screw and, you know, put it on top like you're about to connect them.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about these. That's
like two.
Right, you just fucking shooting in on an angle right here. Only I don't. No, you don't need that many of these. Just right next to my house. No, you just need like a 3-inch exterior screw.
We got that?
Yeah.
Let's see. What, just 2 on each would be fine, you think?
Probably.
So 6.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll do that one last so I know actual middle. Problem solved. Oh, also, we got a lot of scrap wood. This is all scrap right here. So I might be able to like make this higher or something. Or maybe the 3x4 higher. I don't know, we'll see. I'm no philosopher, so couldn't tell you. So this is what the frame looks like. See 2 very big drawers. Now we're gonna get the 3/4 inch plywood put on top, which unfortunately is on the bottom of the 2.5 inch. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like right now. Obviously we still have a lot of overhang. We're gonna cut off like 1/2 inch of overhang, or actually it's, yeah, 1/2 inch of overhang. Cause then I'm gonna add drawer faces in the future, just not today. And this whole top piece will be like this. I can still put things on top of it. I can put things, where did I put it? Right here. My circular saw is my biggest tool. It won't fit into drawers, but it'll fit places like that perfectly fine. So right now, Bryce brought his chalk line. This is why you have friends that are older than you that have been doing shit longer than you. They got more tools than you. So we have marks at 1/2 inch out overhang. We're gonna go ahead and chalk line it. I'm centered over here.
It's tight.
Yep. All right. Just to there you go. All right. Chalk lined up. I don't know how you can see it on camera or not. Yeah, you can. Chalk lined up. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. A little scared to cut it. It's not drilled in yet, so I can't just take it off a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Alright, here it is, cut the length. Now, before I get copyright strike, I'm gonna drill the top in and then start making the drawers. All right, my flusher doesn't have a lot of charge, but here's what it looks like right now. The dump is screwed in. Me and Bryce are standing on it, not a single bit of flex. So right here, I have these 2x8s that are spare. This line is what fits inside of there width-wise. So I'm gonna measure that. I'm gonna get all the measurements for the drawer, and then I'm gonna paint this part. So while it's drying, I'm building the drawers, and it's not, oh, I'm building the drawers, and then I gotta paint, and then I gotta wait for it to dry. I can wait for it to dry while I'm building the drawers. Intelligence. Thank you, Bryce, for helping me so much with this project, helping me bring all this stuff, and being my assembly line man when it comes to me drilling the holes and you screwing in the screws. So let's go ahead. We have a lot of space in there. It goes all the way through. But let me go ahead, measure this up, write down the measurements somewhere, and get to painting. All right, this part's painted, so we're gonna let it dry now. Now, we're gonna go build the drawers. The drawers are gonna be very bare bones because I'm not doing everything today. I'm doing like the absolute minimum you can do for as cheap as possible. Well, this style of drawer, obviously if you just throw bins in like how I did, it's 10 bucks a bin. But, hey, this color looks pretty good. But, let that dry. We're gonna start building the drawers themselves. All right, so here's the basics. Sorry that I have stuff in the way, but this whole thing is gonna be the floor. We're gonna use this square to make the front and back pieces, and then we're gonna have walls that are gonna be 6 feet long, you know, to match the floor. Like I said, front, back pieces. So I kind of want to wait for Bryce, but also want to get this done at a reasonable time. It is 9:21. I've started at 6. Well, I've been going at this for basically 3.5 hours. Here's how it's all coming out. It looks really nice. I actually like the color a lot. We had little worries about the color because they put a lot of black dye into white primer, and it did not turn black, as you can see. But a few pieces I gotta touch up. But we're gonna go ahead and start on one of the drawers, see how that works. Oh! Guys, check it out. Bryce's Mazda's here. Yes, he still owns it.
Oh, it's dirty as fuck
Did
right
you just
now.
turn off?
No.
Bro, you got rotational idle? Bro, I want rotational idle so bad. That shit sounds sick. And it helps cool your engine down.
This bitch runs hot as fuck.
Mine does.
We're low on coolant right now as we speak.
I know mine runs hot, bro. Oh, hold on. Let's really expose him.
Yeah, we're about to expose me.
Yeah, we haven't seen this motherfucker in a while. Damn. He's got subs in the back, but well, you blew up the amp or the sub? Or a speaker?
The factory
cooked. Let's see. Oh, he doesn't. The fuses aren't under the floor mat anymore.
No, I got rid of them.
He just needed more room at his house real quick for some family, so he brought it to the spot. Been chilling here. This thing is a beauty. Psych, this shit. Piece of shit. Alright, but let's get back to the project. All right, so this is how we're gonna have the carpet on. We're not gonna use adhesive and staples like other people do. We're just gonna drill it in between these, in between the walls. We're gonna add these corner supports just for an extra rigidity. But this is basically how it's gonna look. I'm not making it the whole height of the drawer, but like I said, I'm doing this because in the future I can expand this. Like I said, that's why DIY is so great. You can make it however you want, for the most part. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out 3 more of those corner pieces for this cabinet, and we just have 1 more cabinet to do, and that's it. We're not gonna paint them or anything, but yeah, see you guys in a little bit. All right, here's the first drawer complete. We have these corners for supports, all 4 corners, and then I got 1 screw on each side in the middle to pull it down, and it's holding. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up, and we're gonna put it in one of the slots. Oh, look at that. Goes in, go up, pull it out. I'll probably put all my tools in this one. And then, sheesh. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and not record me doing the second one because it's the exact same thing as this one, so I'm just gonna be wasting my time back and forth, camera setup, whatever. This whole thing takes a lot faster if you're not recording, because setting up angles and stuff, trying to figure out angles so it's not all the same. But look, at the end, I will get all 3 of us to stand on top and see how strong it really is. When me and Bryce were on it, it didn't flex at all. But we're kind of skinny guys, so we gotta get John on because he's a little chunkier than us. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm not done packing up, but here we go. This is the finished product of the DIY drawer system. Now, I'm not completely done packing up, not completely sure this is the final place everything will go, but here is the system. Here we got everything. Well, almost everything. Then I got all the room up here now. Yeah. So like I said, all the material only cost $350. out on, let's see, I bought it all yesterday technically. It's midnight, past midnight now. Friday, July 18th, 2025. All the material cost me $350. Basically just waiting for Bryce to show up and then I can try and get everybody on top to see how strong it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Come stand on top with me and Bryce.
Staying on top of Bryce?
With me and Bryce.
I'm on top of Bryce.
Go step on the corner. I don't know why, but they're weak.
We're out with our ticket. It's like the double bounce trampoline thing. Or fucking, you got the bounce thing, and then you know what I'm like,
Oh, bro, look at this. It's fucking genius. My wheel chucks. Fucking hold it in place.
it's fucking science. They are starting with something? Oh, that's so fucking. Why does it look so big?
6.5 inch blades.
Yeah, it's the same one as well. Why does it look
Goes to the walk. You got
still
Is yours the same thing?
God, mine's already too big, dude. Fit my goddamn bugs.
All right, it's the next day. We are gonna go have some off-road fun, but first I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. It's not completely perfect, but it's like 98% done with what I'm putting in the storage bins. So let me go ahead and pull it out and show you guys. Ooh. So this is everything I got. Just about 6 feet of storage in both sides. We got Cutie John modeling it for us. But yeah, I got a bunch of my like power tools and stuff over here, cutting tools, recovery gear. And then over here we got all like the mechanic tools and then all the wiring for electrical work. Bungee cords, shop towels. You know, a little knife. That's just how it is for now. I'm gonna fine tune it. You see, I do still have like a bunch of like open spots all around. But yeah, we're gonna go hit up Wawa, get something,
Oh my god.
chill, eat, relax, and then we're gonna go off-roading.
Nope.